I don't know why women struggle to meet a man's needs because a man's needs are free. A woman's needs cost money.
I feel like men were raised on how to treat a woman well, and women were treated on how to get what they need from a man. Most American culture people, especially Black women, don't kill me, but I feel like a lot of women were raised by independent mothers. Should a man with no kids at age 38 date a woman with kids? What if he doesn't want to date someone that's 12 years younger than him because it's not relatable, and he actually wants a woman of his age or close to his age? Have you ever thought of that?
Why would he do that? Most women in that situation,
That's so
down
crazy.
bad. They down bad.
That's not true. And you know what? I'm gonna say this and I'm done. And I'm done with the podcast. I can have a baby. Having a baby is easy. I'm very fertile like a Latina. I'm so sorry that I didn't want to be another statistic. But I'm cooked. I think I'm very smart. I'm the one, never the two. Are you falling asleep on my conversation?
No, it's your fault.
You took a nap.
So at Papa Giorgio 9, men have simple needs.
Mm-hmm.
Why do women struggle to meet them?
It's a real question.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know why women struggle to meet a man's needs because a man's needs are free. A woman's needs cost money.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of them.
That's real.
I mean, you can talk about I need love and affection. No. We know what you need. It costs money, all that. That's what the world we live in. If he came in my lifestyle, a man ain't never shoot nothing like that, baby. Rub my neck, rub my back. That don't cost nothing. Make me some food. Matter of fact, I'll pay for the food for you to make it.
Damn.
It don't cost nothing for a woman to please a man. It costs money for a man to please a woman.
You want to know what else I'll say, and I'll make it quick? I feel like men were raised on how to treat a woman well, and women were raised how to treat a woman well.
By who?
By their mothers, or whoever was around. Like, it's all about, like, you need to do this for her. You open the door, do this. And women were treated on how to get what they need from a man. Damn. They were never taught. Women are not taught to do these things for a man. Now, other cultures, which is what you would say, an American woman, or even other cultures, like my mom's Persian, I seen that. They're very submissive, you have to do all this. But most American culture people, they are not taught to, especially Black women, don't kill me, but I feel like a lot of women were raised by independent mothers. So for them, they wanted to protect their child, and they wanted their child not to be in their position. So in order to protect their child, it was like, look, this is what you need from a man. And if he's not doing this, this, and this, and this, you're not supposed to mess with him. And a man was taught how to give the needs to a woman. You're supposed to open her door. You're supposed to make sure you have this, have enough money to take care of her, take her on a date, do this. So women were not taught that, a lot of women, period. And that's just what I think. Don't shoot.
Let me speak on this real quick. That's why I think it's best for you to invest back into the women that want to invest in you, because it's so easy out here for a man to just be a tool, to be a free meal ticket, to be used. A lot of women don't care about us, man. And if we put ourselves out there to be in a used position, we will get used. And for us growing up, to be taught how to be a simp, that's exactly what happens. As a young man, like I said, I was raised by a single mom, and you always get taught to always take care of the woman, make sure the woman's straight, supply this need, supply that need, and then you end up seeing it from all your other forefathers, your uncles and your father and whatnot, your cousins, and now you think that's normal culture. Now that's why I'm saying I'm glad that we have this information out here to teach men and make women aware, but at the same time it's a catch-22 for reality, because for you knowing all this information, it could possibly damage you as well. Because sometimes to experience things in its truest form, you have to be slightly green to it. If you know too much, you won't experience it like it's supposed to be experienced. So that's why I speak on that stuff, because I want things to be experienced in its truest form. And sometimes you got to be green and not think about every negative to what can be a positive. So I say that to say I think we just need to live in balance and try and figure out it, because I don't want anybody to be too absolute for us, the guys. I don't want us to be too absolute to where we think it's always I'm getting used, I'm getting taken advantage of. The best thing you can do is do what's best in your heart and how you really feel when it comes down to courting and dating a woman. And then from there, it should come out good. But don't go into it like you just know too much information all the time.
Me and don't kill me off of that one. At seat 1B, should a man with no kids at age 38 date a woman with kids or solely date women with no kids?
That's a good
If
question.
you're 38, I have to just kind of look at your financial situation.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Because most men at 38 with no kids in a comfortable financial situation, it's gonna take a younger woman around the age of 26 that got no kids, that like he can probably like have some kids with and grow some with. I think.
What if she's 26 and has kids though?
Well, if he 38 and ain't got no kids, he could just find somebody that's 26 with no kids.
Okay. What if he doesn't want to date someone that's 12 years younger than him because it's not relatable and he actually wants a woman of his age or close to his age? Have you ever thought of that?
Why would he do that?
Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't someone want to relate to someone? At 26, they don't even know how to put on lotion on their
go up to 28.
and clean their.
28.
What do you mean? What if someone doesn't want to be dating someone in their
What
20s?
age should a 38 or with no kids date? What's the age? Should he date?
He didn't ask
Because
about
most
what the
likely
age.
he's gonna be, if
Why
he's
you have
talking to somebody 33 and up, they gonna have kids and he ain't got no kids. So now I'm gonna just put myself in a situation where I'm dating you and I'm with you and I'll just push
That's not
myself into a
true.
family situation.
Let me say this real quick. If you're a 38-year-old man, no kids, you got a couple options. You date a woman that's around your age, a baddie, or one that's bad to you, enough to you, to where you want to stay around her if she got kids. Because I would think if she is in her 40s, her kids is going to be a little older. So they're going to already be in a situation where they probably either about to leave the house or getting to that point to where they getting up there, upper teens, possibly 20s. So, but she has to follow your lead 100% though. Or you can drop down in age, get you one that's a little bit younger. It's a chance she might have kids, might not have kids, but you have to mold her just as well. So you can really go either way with it. The chick really just got to be on your program. See, I'm not going to be one of them guys that say, oh, don't date a single mom. Man, it depends on how well she follow you. That's what it's going to boil down to. If that woman follow you to the ends of the earth and she want to help and support you and make sure you straighten your dreams and you reciprocate that energy, it is what it is. I'm not going to dictate what somebody want to do in their household and how they want to move when it comes down to a chick that has kids already. But you need to make sure it benefits you and you in the best situation. So that's what I'm going to say on it.
I don't have kids and I'm in my 30s, my early
This ain't about
30s.
what you-
So not
this is the
every,
question you
so
asked.
there's women that are in their 30s that don't have children. A lot, because women are now statistically having more children in their 40s. It's a statistic. So
That's crazy.
Most
though.
women
That's
who
a
don't
crazy
got no
statistic.
kids in their mid-30s are cooked. I'm not saying that's you.
They cook.
well,
All right?
I'm
No,
almost in
just
my
saying,
mid 30s.
Like clearly there's men out there that I see on the messages that want to have kids with you and do all that with you. I get it. But like most women in that situation,
That's so
down
crazy.
bad. They down bad.
That's not true. And you know what? I'm going to say this and I'm done.
got
And
a
I'm done
point,
with the
though.
podcast. I'm going to say that I'm 34. I'm not in my mid 30s, but next year I will be mid 30s, I guess. And, I've had plenty of opportunities to have children with men who wanted me to have their children. Am I cooked or am I smart? Because I would have been somebody's baby mama because that wasn't a connection. A lot of these women with children are baby mothers and they're not wives, okay? So I can have a baby. Having a baby is easy. I'm very fertile like a Latina. I'm fertile as hell. And I can have a baby any moment right now. And I've been in the situation where I could have had that. So am I cooked or am I smart? Because right now I could have been here with 2 children with a man that I don't even want to be with. I could be married. I know plenty of people who are married to people they don't even fuck with.
I'm going to say this. It's a balance of both. She is cooked and she is uncooked at the same time. One can say that, oh, you ain't got kids. Damn, that might be a plus. But at the same time, you don't have kids and you getting up in age, you a red flag. So technically you are still cooked, while in somebody else's eyes, you might be uncooked. But overall, to the general public, you're gonna be slightly cooked because I hate to say it, the good ones usually get snatched up and get a baby put in them. Just being honest. They possibly get married. They get taken off the market because a guy don't want to see you go. If you're gold material, you're gonna be back on the market and you're gonna be back out there trying to figure it out. And I'll say this, man. Usually people maneuver in these situations with the level of their success. So, Mr. Czar, if you out here, you making good money, you are in these circles, you gonna get some of that stimulation from that. That's gonna try and suffice for you not being in a normal relationship, building a family. That's gonna fill that gap up a little bit. Trust me, that urge is gonna get stronger though. But for the average woman who just out here living a single lifestyle, she's gonna be yearning for it. Trust me, I know some mid-30s, up 30s who hadn't had them yet, and they get the fever, and they like, damn, I'm cooked. So it might not reciprocate to her because she is in a different bracket or place in life, but it hits a lot of others.
Just to say that they have a child and they have a husband. I'm so sorry that I didn't want to be another statistic, but I'm cooked. I think I'm very smart. Actually, I think that I'm very smart that I'm not spending my time mothering a child by a man that I don't even want to be with. Not being in the same household as that man, because every man I ever been with, I did not want to be with him because I was not at the level of maturity that I am now. I'm not at the mental maturity that I am now, and I have not evolved to attract that certain type of partner. I've done the work, and unfortunately, I've been through a lot of shit in my life that made my journey a little slower than most. But I'm the one, never the two. Are you falling asleep on my conversation?
No, it's taking so long for the answer.
Yo, Silky P over there like, yeah, back to what I was saying, bruh.
You are crazy. You're telling me I'm taking long? Do you know how long you take to say something?
Oh, here falling asleep.
He took a nap.
This is up. I'm getting off of this podcast.
No,
Thank you guys
I'm
so
ready to
much.
answer, but you still going. What are you looking for?
Bro, that is hilarious. Before Paul cooked, because I already know he about to cook, I wanted to speak on what she was just saying. I think a lot of that is, I think it's going to be cope at the same time, to try and cope with the idea, or to say that, am I smart for not finding the right? You already in situation. See, this is why we need fathers and we need good men and good women to lead a lot of these chicks, because they'll sit right here and say that I was in this situation, that situation. You dealt with this guy, that guy. Why are you putting yourself through all these traumatic situations to not jade you even more from something that you probably do want? Granted, she could probably just enjoy the lifestyle. Kids ain't gonna be for every woman, and that's cool. It's okay for some of these women out here, but at the same time, I don't want to hear no complaining. You do whatever you want to do, but I don't want to hear no complaining. But let's see what Paul P about to say. Silky P.
I'm not looking for anything. I told you that before.
Why not?
Because I'm not looking.
Damn, Paul P.
You're not looking?
No, Paul, I'm not looking for anything.
So why on Instagram you cleave out? You ain't looking for nothing?
Wow,
You
that
ain't looking
is
for nothing
crazy.
Your Instagram say, oh,
Where is my Instagram saying that? Where's my Instagram saying that?
you ain't got an Instagram doing this.
One picture that I posted of myself in how long? One picture of
Lips like this.
Yo. Paul P be cooking it, bro.
that is
Nah,
crazy.
it's
No,
all-
that is
Ain't looking for
wild.
nothing. That's all good.
No,
You
this is
looking
crazy.
good though. I'm sure your DMs is cracking. I'm sure there's cats out here that's like, hey Azar, I like cook food. I like, hey, you could be cooked with me. I'm sure that's all going down because you got a market. You definitely got a market. In your market, psh. All right, look.
Paul P trying to res.
See that? That's Vons over there. You know, what market are you? Vons, Ralph's.
Wow,
You
this
know,
is crazy.
Is you, what's the one?
This is crazy.
Bristol Farms. Everybody got a market. I'm trying to figure out what market are you. You got a market though. It's people gonna come in there every day.
That is true though. It's always gonna be
You know
somebody.
what I'm saying? Ralph's. What is you? Like is you? What's the one? Whole Foods. What market are you though? What market? If you had to say if you was a market, describe yourself as a market. What market are you?
No, thank you. Anyway.
Nah, you Whole Foods though.
No, I'm good.
You Whole
Thank you
Foods.
so
I'll
much.
give you that. You
okay,
Whole
we're
Foods.
done.
Everybody go to Whole Foods. Everybody go there.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, hey. Everybody,
All right.
hey, you definitely Whole Foods. You not Ralph's and Vons. You definitely Whole Foods or Bristol Farms.
Okay.
Them is the
Thank you,
top
guys.
markets, baby. I'm giving you love right
Why
now.
Azar
I'm
seem a little-
giving you love right now.
Why Azar seem a little flustered right now? I'm gonna play this out to the end because she seem a little flustered. I don't like the energy she giving with Paul. They going back and forth. This is Discord. She really does seem bothered, low key. At the end of this, it's kind of strange the energy she giving.
Oh,
You love to and drop me
not
down
love.
from the 100th floor
like-
and then try to pick me back up. It's
Nah,
okay.
nah.
You do that every time. I'm cool. Thank you guys so
she still
much
got drama?
on another episode of The Truth After Dark.
that's crazy.
Another episode of Paul
man.
talking about me being an older woman cooked and comparing me to grocery stores.
man.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I hope you guys tune in for more.
No, listen, make sure you join us on our Patreon.
For sure.
Make sure you
Everybody
subscribe,
support their
like,
Patreon.
and follow because we bringing that heat. You know, and you got the beautiful Azar. She's
Please
amazing.
don't
to
start.
bring
I
her
mean, look
back
at her
up.
outfit tonight.
Paul,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
you're done. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Peace.
She really bothered. I don't. What is up? I want to play a little more. It's about to cook. It's about to cook off. Let's see. She cooked. My bad. Oh yeah, she is cooked off at that. That interaction was strange. I definitely feel like she was flustered. Is it the fact that, you know, the reality possibly hits her as a woman to where she feel cooked? Is she cooked? You know, I think it's like I said, I feel like she started dealing with cope after a while to where reality kicks in. Because if somebody could bring you down that much through a conversation, the shoe might fit slightly and it might hit home for you. But that's why I think, bro, it's gonna be a lot. See, she's in a different realm when it comes down to the spaces that she in. So like I say, the energy she around is gonna suffice for some of the natural needs and wants that she might want met. The average female, though, it's gonna hit a lot harder. These chicks always gonna be needing somebody. They're gonna be needing a situation to be in because most chicks can't survive alone. Most chicks don't want to die alone with no type of assurance that a guy's gonna be able to take care of them through the long haul. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these chicks don't work extra. Guys usually go above and beyond for their families, whether it's overtime, whether it's picking up another job. And yes, you have select women that do the same, but it ain't gonna hit the same. We built different for a reason, and that's why usually a woman clings on to a guy for that extra protection and security that comes with the package of dealing with a good guy that cares about you and wants to raise a family with you. But I just want good morning, everybody, y'all. I just want to say good morning, man. I know it's morning time for a lot of y'all, or it could be nighttime, depending on what time of day this is. I just hope y'all having a great day. And I just want us as guys, man, it's good for us to be aware of the situations that are going on out there when it comes down to how we get possibly used and abused by women. But we got to find our inner happiness and peace within the journey. Because I know we give a lot, and I know we feel like we give a lot. I know we feel like we get taken a lot, but find the happiness for the things you want to do. It's always going to be a give and take. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't get, you're supposed to. It's usually in a man's natural urge to want to give. You just got to make sure you give into the right one who gives back into you and makes you be the best you can be. You know, now if you're just a lazy guy, hey, I don't rock with that. I'm not a lazy guy. I'm very busy myself. So I always feel like the women that's around me or in my circle, of course, I feel like that's my duty to protect them. Because who else you gonna lean on if you're not leaning on a winner, or you're not leaning on a guy who wanna be a winner? That's one of the fine qualities and traits I think a guy should have to make a woman wanna stay. You feel me? If that trait not in there, why is she around me? This can't just be on some, high school level. After a while, it has to transform when you get old. It has to be deeper levels of, man, I just love the way how your mindset is. I love the way how you think. You want to make me better. You feel me? You gotta find one that puts you in that position of where you bring out the best in her, and she feel grateful for being around you. She feel grateful for dealing with the things that you trying to put in front of her face. But it's hard sometimes finding that, because you have a lot that feel like they have so many options, but a lot of women don't look at the key details as the guys who really come in and make change. They don't hit them until they lose, and they like, damn, I effed up. But the ones who invest in you or really appreciate you, keep them, hold them down, man. For real, us as people, we can't lose our natural care for good people. You know, make sure y'all watch this in its entirety. Y'all already know Truth After Dark, Azar and Paul cooking, Silky P. You know, I got Pajama J on. You feel me? We got the Ralph Lauren robe on. You know what I'm saying? It's early in the morning. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all like this video, comment below. This is your guy, JayBReacts. Is she cooked? And until next time, y'all, peace.